Hello kings and queens, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about sister locks as far as the size, or locks period, but as far as the size. So if you are interested in watching this video, stay tuned. Okay, so thank you for tuning in. Remember that your click matters. Yes, it matters to me so much. Today I wanted to talk about, of course, locks, sister locks, whatever. We are all a family. So I wanted to talk about, okay, so now I do have a video up, right? And keep in mind that everyone's sister lock journey is different. Yes, and I did that, and I'm getting a lot of views on that video. And I'm so appreciative because it's making my count go up. Yes, so now you have your micro locks and your dreadlocks and your sister locks and your locks and your locks and your locks and your locks, okay? So I'm talking about the installation of micro locks or sister locks or whatever, because dreadlocks usually are bigger, of course. So there's really not an issue there. I ran into someone and we got on this subject, and she was saying, well, she was at the Los Angeles airport. And she was saying, because I was asking her, I'm like, do you have any regrets in regards to your locks? They look great. I think she was locked like 7 years. They look beautiful. And she said, my only regret was getting them so small. She said, they're just too small. She said, so on the edges, she said they tend to fall out, which makes a lot of sense. And once again, you have to do what works for you. So when you're getting your sister locks or your micro locks, whatever it is, they're so small. Remember, I only have 217 locks. That's because I don't have all of those locks. There's people with 500, 600, 700, but I'm very low on the totem pole. Now just imagine if I had over 4 or something. That means my locks would be so much smaller. And these are already small, although they thickened up throughout the years, but these are pretty small. So imagine them being smaller. I would have lost so many locks on my edges. I do know how to do my own retie, so that helps out because I can, around my edges, I can always tighten them before it's time to get another retie, so to say. But for someone who doesn't know how, I would say you would probably have to get get your reties more often. I do every 6 weeks. You may need to get them done a little more often because you don't want to lose your edges with those really, really tiny locks. Other people that I've talked to that have had their locks for quite some time as well, they said that that was an issue for them as well. Another thing what people do, since when they're so small, they combine them. So they start combining, of course, when they are locking them to make them thicker. Of course, once they're doing their retie or retightening, they start to combine 2 or 3 locks just to get a little thicker. So I just wanted to do this video quickly today just to let you know, if you are thinking about locks, or if you have locks and that is an issue, you can always combine. Talk to your consultant and they can give you advice on what to do. But remember, you have to make the best choice for you because everyone's hair is different. Maybe a consultant may steer you from it. I don't know. In each, like I said, you have to do what works for you. I've seen them so small. The grid is beautiful. I mean, absolute beautiful. And probably if you have thick hair, you may not experience that, you know, as far as the tearing, because what happens is you get the lock, okay, and sometimes they're short. All right, so they're really small. So over a period of time, when the hair starts to grow and it gets longer, the weight of the lock is going to pull. Although this weight of this lock, these locks are so light. But can you imagine just having that little itty bitty tiny little lock and then it's pulling because of course it's pulling from the root. So eventually the hair is it's tearing, and then eventually it's gonna come off. So I just wanted to kind of let people know, just be careful when you do make a choice of getting the small locks if you have super fine or super thin hair. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not a good option, but once again, you have to do what works for you, because this girl cannot tell anybody what to do with their hair. I'm just here to give advice in regards to locks, because I love my people and I love to just share advice in regards to our locks. So guys, that's pretty much it. If you like this video or if you think it was helpful, make sure you share it. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. I mean, locks are beautiful. I love my locks. I have no regrets. None. Thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful, this is Thursday. By the time you see it, it may be a whole nother day, okay? November the 13th is today. I'm sorry, November the 12th. Good day, guys. Thanks for watching.